For New Jersey. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants.
Get back in here.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
The 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a first carry here for the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way, no gain at all for the offense.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
13 yards on the
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Ready?
first down and goal to go.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Why we got to get phones up on?
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Luke Musgrave, 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
You for real, dog?
The balance that they've
You for real?
sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He spins free. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Come on.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you
Y'all came here with a light on. Y'all don't think I seen y'all?
for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Okay, ready?
18-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
That's on good, y'all.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning the points for the other side.
Hey. Y'all ready to stand up on my goddamn wall? Okay, we stop playing. Find something to do. But y'all be standing up. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Get out the goddamn face now. Goddamn.
Run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run. What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
I think I better let it go. Let it go.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Dart. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
They ain't gonna stop playing, huh, man? You look bored. Huh? Go ahead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
See, I asked you earlier today to get the info.
That time, when nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This man here.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You go with the slip game now, huh?
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11. Maybe he hits him in stride. But he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
12-19, 12-19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. He's been right.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And 2nd down. The Giants at 7-5 now in a year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Okay, ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's caught.
Come on, bro. You got to get it. Shit.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Dart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Y'all gotta stop slipping. Y'all tripping. Scared to run a route because they're not going to do it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Where are we playing it in New York?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw.
Oh my God, bro.
Down he goes. Darius Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They've been burned twice already on 4th down.
I can't even see one throwing the ball to me.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And that one going to come up short. Little throw.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw again. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
It was rain. I'm getting noisy.
And they're within within 7 now at 28-21. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and mentally press the issue. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing his dart. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
To the air, Dart. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Dart. Now they go straight. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
To throw now, Dart. Completed to Hyatt. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it off.
Oh, you cannot get beat like that, bro.
Jalen Hyatt, 63 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Packers 50, 19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes.
Wow, slow.
Back right around the 41-yard line. Darius Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns to 21.
Oh, they shut out right now. He's cold.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Come on.
Oh, my gracious.
I can't make this up, man. I can't make it up.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all.
What else can go wrong?
Please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Gets through and now an opening.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 226 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's lying.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing his Dart. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change your launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. The Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They're going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
70 Rangers. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Freaking late to punt.
Another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes.
He's running
It's
himself.
been fun to watch this offense operate.
So
Quite
low.
the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Come on, bro.
Just shy of midfield. Give them 18
Yeah,
there,
he
and the
beat you
Giants have a
already.
1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's irregular. The offense didn't make it no better.
Play action now. Dart. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Dart. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's
Why
just
you
not
throw that?
completely calculated correctly.
He's
7
trying to
picks
get
between
picked up.
last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those
This is
interceptions that are
super
going on.
ugly.
So whoever his trusted confidant
Super
is on the
ugly,
sidelines,
dog.
I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is out of bounds, but
Yeah, that's my man.
he's inside the 30. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, They've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them.
And give him another 6.
This is ugly, dog. This is super ugly.
Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's
Come on.
find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kind of dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've loved, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice. I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, and way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old.
What's up, bro? I borrowed some money. One more. I borrowed some money. You don't have none. Why you don't have none? You 7 years old. You supposed to have some money, dog. Why you ain't got no money, dog? Why you ain't got no money, dog? More rough. Why you don't have no money? You don't know. You know why you don't got no money? If I give it to you, you want to go to the store. I don't know. Look, what's that is? Some pennies? Some change? Really, dog? Give me some money, man. I didn't know that. I need more than that. That is more than that. That is that big money. That was a hurtful game, now, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. My quarterback looking like EU. What that is, baby? How much is that? How much is it? It looking like EU.